Okay, this year Apple went a bit wild with the iPhones. Specifically, we now have two premium models to choose between. So we have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the biggest, the best, better than the rest, right? Well, Apple also made the iPhone Air, which is the only one with titanium this year, super unique and incredibly thin. People are already torn. Which one do I want? Well, I'm here to be the gentle voice of reason and help you decide. Take a breath, goose fraba. Now let's talk about why you don't want an iPhone Air. Or why it may be perfect for you. Okay, we have to start with the obvious thing. And the reason the iPhone Air exists in the first place, it's the design. At only 5.6mm thin, it is truly impressive to see. For the first time. Right now, whenever I pick it up, I go, oh wow, this is thin and light. Give the honeymoon period 2 weeks and whenever I pick it up, I'll just go, yep, that's my phone. See, there's a bit of a dichotomy here, because the iPhone Air is very thin, yes, but it's still rather large from the front, right? It's a 6.5-inch screen. In my opinion, it would have been much more impressive if it was also more compact. Imagine something like an iPhone 8, thin and super small, but with an all-screen front. Now, I do get it. It has to be this wide and sprawled out because it has to have at least an adequate battery in there. I'm just saying. By comparison, the 17 Pro Max has an only slightly larger footprint, thanks to its 6.9-inch display. But yes, when holding them both, the Air feels more sophisticated and lighter and convenient. With the Pro Max, you kind of feel like you are going to need a case because it's so big and heavy, you immediately worry about dropping it. The Air feels so easy to hold that you may actually end up never needing a case. Then again, it is a phone made for people specifically that don't use a case. The polished titanium frame is really nice and it was already tested to be practically unbreakable. This is a very well engineered piece of tech. For the back, you tell me which has the more unsightly camera plateau. Is it the huge one on the Pro Max, or are you driven insane by the mismatched radii of the Air's plateau and its frame? The displays here are not much different. Aside from one being bigger, both can hit 3000 nits peak and both have 120Hz refresh rates. In our lab tests, they spit out the same measurements too. So the only potential difference here is that you may not be able to run the Air at high brightness for a long time. The phone does heat up faster than the Pro Max, and when using it in bright sunlight, it will drop that brightness after a while. This was a thing that happened with both the 15 Pro and 16 Pro, and I never noticed it, so your mileage may vary. On to big compromise number one. You want that thin body, huh? Well, you gotta give up them cameras to get it. Obviously, the iPhone Air comes with just the single 48-megapixel Fusion camera. That's Apple speak for we use sensor cropping to get slightly higher quality zoom when you need it. And yes, you've got 1x and 2x buttons within the camera app, and you can go up to 10x digital zoom with honestly not bad quality. But here's the question, is that enough for you in 2025? The Pro Max has an ultra-wide camera and a dedicated tetraprism camera for zoom, and you know, it's more. Now some people swear by ultra-wide cameras and constantly use them. Me, not so much. I am a fan of using a longer lens for portraits or object shots. To be honest, personally, I can skate by with the single camera of the Air. You can take pretty good portraits at 2x and you can pinch in for 3x in portrait mode with not bad quality. But it's not just a number of lenses thing. The iPhone 17 Pro Max has more options for the camera, more formats like ProRes RAW or RAW JPEG, cinematic video mode. You know, if you are more about the camera, you are going to be making a huge compromise if you buy the iPhone Air here. And I sense you probably know that, so why are you even watching this video? Shoo, go buy a Pro Max, go, or at least a Pro. Big compromise number two. Performance. While both of these have the excellent A19 Pro chip inside, the iPhone Air does have only 5 GPU cores inside and the 17 Pro Max has 6 cores. But that's not even the biggest difference. It's about the thermals. The iPhone 17 Pro Max has more room inside and a new aluminum body to help it dissipate heat more effectively. It has an excellent sustained performance. The iPhone Air throttles very quickly. Note, the iPhone Air may throttle due to heat, but even in this state it still hits very respectable scores on benchmark tests. But if you are a power user, a gamer, you want to edit videos on your phone, get a Pro Max or at least a Pro. Its performance upgrade this year is definitely worth it. The Air is more for people who were fine with what they got with the iPhone 16 Pro, 15 Pro before that. If you are more of a casual smartphone user, the Air is still in the game. So, on to compromise number 3, the speaker. This one will be quick. The Pro Max has 2 speakers that sound big, meaty, wide and mostly balanced, almost Bluetooth speaker grade quality. By the way, the iPhone 16 Pro Max sounds a little better than this year's edition, go figure. The iPhone Air only has 1 speaker. It's the earpiece, which is amped to produce louder noises. It sounds surprisingly okay for what it is, but it's still one tiny speaker in a thin body, thus it sounds thinner and weaker than any other iPhone. Again, not for gamers, not for multimedia binging unless you always have your AirPods in. And if you're the kind of person who loves smartphones, PhoneArena is releasing the ultimate coffee table book for phone fans. It's a passion project in the making for over a year, with deep dives and high-res photos of the most iconic, experimental, evolutionary mobile phones since the 2000s. We also got takes and quotes from big tech influencer names: Linus Tech Tips, Max Tech, Mr. Who's the Boss, Super Saf, Rig Everything, Austin Evans, Brandon Butch, John Rettinger, in no particular order. Exclusive limited run print is scheduled to release this fall. Link in the description for details and email notification. Now on to compromise number 4, the battery life. We knew this was coming, right? The iPhone Air has like 60% of the battery capacity of an iPhone 17 Pro Max, but you know what? It's surprisingly efficient. Our battery life tests show that it lasts way longer than it has the right to, and in real life it's fine, it's good. I'm actually shocked. It's not an iPhone 12 mini type of deal here. This one can actually last you a day. It can. Again, it's not exactly the power user's dream, but look how cute it looks with a slim power bank on it, right? In the end, which of these is the more premium phone? That's a tough question because they are different flavor of premium, like comparing red apples to Granny Smiths. Both great, both for different people. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is the premium phone for those that crave performance, true pro camera features, massive sound, big, huge, enormous display. 2 days of battery helps. The iPhone Air is for those that like the fashion of an Apple product. Nothing wrong with that, we're not all geeks, but we can all enjoy nice things, right? And this is a very nice thing for people that don't care to dive into menus, look at the ideal framing of a photo, or play Assassin's Creed on their phone, or edit social media videos, you get it. So there you have it. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is better. Bye!